Over 1,600 people vanished in U.S. national parks, always near boulders and water, with patterns so unnatural they'll chill you to the bone. These aren't just hikers getting lost. Something bizarre is happening in our wilderness, and David Paulides' research blows the lid off it. From kids disappearing in seconds to strange storms hiding the truth, the missing 411 cases will keep you up at night. Let's dive into the creepy clues and uncover what's really going on in our parks. David Paulides' mission: uncovering the unexplainable. David Paulides, a former cop turned investigator, stumbled into this mystery when two park rangers tipped him off about weird vanishings in national parks. Since 2011, his Missing 411 series, 10 books and 2 documentaries, has cataloged over 1,600 cases across North America, with a focus on U.S. parks like Yosemite, Great Smoky Mountains, and Crater Lake. Paulides spent 9,000 hours digging through police reports, news archives, and witness accounts, finding patterns that don't add up. People aren't just getting lost, they're vanishing under conditions that defy logic. His Canam Missing Project, started in 2011, tracks these cases, and he's not afraid to call out the National Park Service for keeping secrets. Why? Because they don't even have a central database for missing people. Over 312 million visitors hit U.S. parks in 2022. Yet no one's tracking who disappears? That's suspicious. The creepy patterns, profile points that haunt. Paulides found profile points that make these cases stand out. First, people vanish in clusters, hotspots like Yosemite, California, or the Great Smoky Mountains. Over 1,600 cases, and counting, show up in these zones, often near boulder fields or water, like lakes or creeks. Why always rocks and rivers? It's like the landscape itself is involved. Second, many disappear in the late afternoon, when shadows get long and visibility drops. Third, search dogs often can't pick up a scent, even with bloodhounds, which is nearly impossible. Humans leave traces everywhere. Fourth, victims are found in places already searched, sometimes miles away, over mountains or rivers no one could cross. And get this, many are found missing shoes or clothes, even in freezing weather, with no signs of animal attacks or foul play. Take Dennis Martin, a 6-year-old who vanished in Great Smoky Mountains National Park in 1969. He was playing hide and seek with his family, stepped behind a bush, and was gone. Hundreds searched for weeks, but no trace. His scent just stopped. Or Stacy and Eris, 14, who disappeared in Yosemite in 1981 while walking from her campsite to take photos. Her group was nearby, yet she vanished without a sound. No tracks, no clues, just a lens cap found later. These aren't isolated. Paulides found hundreds of cases with the same eerie details. Strange weather, storms that hide the truth. Here's where it gets freaky. Sudden, unexplained weather changes hit right after many disappearances. Paulides notes storms, rain, snow, or fog, roll in within hours, washing away tracks and scents, making searches impossible. In a 2019 interview with George Knapp, he described how a clear day can turn into a blizzard just as someone vanishes, like the weather's covering something up. For example, in the 2015 case of Deorr Coons Jr., a 2-year-old who disappeared from an Idaho campsite, a storm hit Timber Creek right after he went missing, delaying the search. Statistically, bad weather only happens in about 1/3 of cases. So why does it spike with these vanishings? Is it coincidence or something manipulating the elements? Skeptics say storms are common in parks, especially in mountainous areas like Yosemite. But Paulides argues the timing is too perfect. Clear skies turn chaotic right when searchers need clear conditions. It's like the wilderness itself is erasing evidence. One Reddit user on r/missing411 shared a theory. What if these storms aren't natural? Something's using them to hide. No proof, but the pattern's hard to ignore. Kids and the impossible vanishing in seconds. The creepiest cases involve kids, often vanishing while adults are just feet away. In Missing 411, The Hunted, 2019, Paulides details a boy who went to fetch water at a campsite spout, 20 feet from his mom. She saw him round a corner, then he was gone. Searchers scoured the area for days, no trace. 3 days later, he walked back, clean, hydrated, and smelling like he just bathed. despite cold, rainy nights. How does a kid survive like that with no memory of where he was? Paulides found dozens of cases like this, kids found miles away over impossible terrain or never found at all. One toddler in Colorado was found 12 miles from his last spot, across 2 mountain ranges with no shoes. A 2-year-old did that? No way. These cases break logic. Kids don't outrun adults or climb cliffs. Searchers check every inch, yet victims reappear in those same spots, like they were dropped back. Paulides avoids theories, but he hints at something unnatural. Maybe portals, entities, or tech we don't understand. On Coast to Coast AM, he said, "It feels like a harvest," suggesting something's taking people deliberately. Creepy, right? Foul play or something else? Could it be murder or kidnappings? Some cases, like the 2006 Gilbert Gilman disappearance in Olympic National Park, suggest foul play. Cops thought he was targeted, but no evidence was found. Paulides rules out obvious crimes, mental health issues, or animal attacks in his cases. No blood, no torn clothes, no predator tracks. But the lack of evidence is the problem. People vanish like they were plucked out of reality. In a 2023 Reddit thread, users debated if serial killers could operate in parks, but the distances and terrain make it unlikely in most cases. A killer doesn't carry a toddler 12 miles over mountains without a trace. Then there's the supernatural angle. Paulides, also a Bigfoot researcher, doesn't push cryptids, but fans on X speculate about Sasquatch or Lemurians under Mount Shasta snatching people. Others point to UFOs, citing lights seen near vanishings, like in Carl Lander's 1999 case at Shasta Trinity. Paulides' colleague, Ferriera, claims she saw UFOs and objects vanish on camera, backing the alien theory. But no hard proof exists, just patterns that scream, not normal. The government's silence. What are they hiding? The National Park Service's silence is deafening. Paulides' FOIA requests for missing persons lists got nothing. NPS claims they don't track vanishings centrally. In a 2019 Missing 411, The Hunted interview, then Interior Secretary Ken Salazar dodged the question, saying, "I don't recall." Really? With 600,000 missing persons reported yearly in the US, you'd think parks would keep records. Paulides and activist Heidi Streetman, with a 7,000 signature petition, pushed for accountability, but the NPS hasn't budged. Why hide the data? Are they covering up something big, like a pattern they can't explain? Skeptics, like analyst Kyle Pollack, say the cases aren't statistically weird. People get lost, die, or wander off. Whether terrain and human error explain most, they claim. But Pollack admits individual cases, like kids found alive in impossible spots, are unexplainable. Even he can't dismiss the weirdness entirely. Paulides fans argue the NPS refusal to share data fuels suspicion. If it's just lost hikers, why not release the numbers? What's really going on? The Missing 411 phenomenon is a puzzle with no easy answers. Over 1,600 people gone, often near boulders and water, with storms wiping out clues and dogs unable to track. Paulides' research shows patterns, late afternoon vanishings, kids defying physics, bodies reappearing where they shouldn't. Is it a natural quirk of rugged parks? Serial killers with impossible skills? Or something wilder? Portals? Aliens or creatures we don't understand? The NPS silence and missing records only deepen the mystery. One thing's clear, these aren't just lost hikers. Something's off in our parks, and it's creeping us out. If this hooked you, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more spine-chilling mysteries. Drop a comment. Do you think it's UFOs, Bigfoot, or something else snatching people? What's the creepiest Missing 411 case you've heard? Stick around, our next video's diving deeper into the unknown. The wilderness is watching, and we're not done digging.